I mean, that's who that letter in our packet is.
Well, yeah, that's all through the NOV. But yeah, that's something we can talk about here.
You had a letter in the original packet from Roper Environmental Services. I'm not familiar with them.
He used to work the landfill.
That was the guy that was
He
working
used to
on the land.
work the
Okay.
landfill.
He had a proposal. It's not, there's nothing on it other than
That was his steps that they were talking about. He was talking about we should take.
That's right, his concept of how things should
Because, yeah,
progress.
he's got to receive out of county waste and then put the landfill in the solid waste authority. Get waste eliminator in here, put them under an agreement, and they would be responsible for the remediation of the fiber. You know, I mean, is that something that's still an option that people want to look at?
Well, the thing we have to discuss on that is, when we get to it, is if you don't have conceptually, I guess, if you don't have a waste elimination system and you just start bringing in more material, all you're doing is you're reducing the life of the landfill.
Oh, yeah.
And if this company, if the numbers that they were talking about are true, they were saying that they wanted to bring between 200 and 600 tons a day in. Well, if you just do some simple math on what we're doing right now at, say, 2,500 tons a day, we've got 42 years of life expectancy left in the landfill. You bring in just 200 tons, you've eliminated that landfill in 2 years. You've filled it up. So you're not going to enter into any kind of agreement with Waste Eliminator for 30 years if it's going to be done in 2 years.
I think that agreement was based off the current capacity, and one of the things that has been being discussed, not with us and not as far as I know with the commissioners, was not necessarily land acquisition, but expansion. And I'd like to differentiate the two. There's currently the land there where the landfill could be expanded, but they would have to do timber cutting in order to do that, which if you were to lease the property to a private business, I would assume that would be one of the first things they would do. Would you not think so?
But it depends on what kind of landfill they want. I mean, if somebody seriously wants to come in here and take over this landfill, I don't know if it's going to be a C&D landfill. They're going to have solid waste landfill because that's where the money's at.
Not here.
You know, and then they would want that entire, everything you see out there, and about 400 feet tall.
How many acres is this landfill?
I was just thinking,
Say,
than the area.
current, I did the math on it Monday, and there are on the plot that the county owns, which includes the sheriff's department, public works, all
that's back in.
There's currently 120 some odd acres of just wooded property. And so,
Not counting what's all, I mean,
not counting what's already, I did not count any open space. I did not count any of the recreation department or sheriff's department land.
what about what's already there as far as land?
I did not.